All right, here we go with the decision. Haley Cowan, Jamie Lynn Horth. I would give it to Haley Cowan, but we'll see. 29-28 unanimous. Dang. Yes! Jamie Lynn Horth gets the victory. And Haley Cowan can't believe it. And the live odds were for Horth during the fight. They must have given her the first 2 rounds because she trailed overall 63-55 in total or significant strikes, 89-83 in total strikes. Trailed in headshots, 42-31. Trailed in control time, 453-109. So when you look at these stats, you're going to wonder how this happened. But nonetheless, a former LFA flyweight champion is now 6-0. Jamie Lynn Horth gets the win. Women's bantamweight division, UFC Fight Night. Ooh, nice takedown by Journey Newsom. 3:20 left, round 2. Marcus McGee gets out of it quickly. And he's right back. Oh! Drops Journey with a left. Now a nice hammer. Oh, he's getting from behind now. He's got the back quick. Oh, look at this. He's under. Lock it in. Lock it in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got a tap. He's got the tap. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He taps. Let's go, baby. What I tell you, back-to-back fights, fighters making their UFC debut come in and get the victory against some average UFC fighters. And Marcus McGee comes in and makes decently quick work of Journey Newsom. He's going to move to 7-1. So he dropped him with the big left, came in with the hammer, took the back, and then forced the tap real quickly, man. 7-1, Marcus McGee. This is a catchweight fight at UFC Fight Night. Ooh. Now Ager's covering up a little bit. Whiffs on a right. And Alexeva looks fresh. I mean, it's only the first 90 seconds gone, but Ager's looking tired now. Oh, Ager's got the back. Look at this. Ager's got the back. Now she's got the leg in tight. Okay. Alexeva with her face on the mat, trying to stretch the leg here. Ager's got the leg caught in. I tell you what, a knee bar is possible here. Ager better be careful. And Alexeva extended more and more. Oh, and now she's rolling. Look out. Oh, she's got it. And she taps. What? Stephanie Ager in an awkward tap. Because it's not like, she's in a lot of pain, but the knee bar works. And she just kind of sits there and can't believe it. Looks stunned. And just like that, 3 fights in a row, the UFC adds 3 new fighters, all making their debut. Back to back to back. And we got 2 of the 3, but not this one. We had Stephanie Ager win, and she goes down. So Arina Alexeva gets the win. And she had her back taken, and then ends up reversing that and works the knee bar for about 15, 20 seconds. Rolls on her stomach, eventually straightens it out, and gets the win. So she's going to move to 5-1 with a submission in 2 minutes and 11 seconds over UFC vet Stephanie Ager here in the women's bantamweight division, UFC Fight Night. Cody Durden and Charles Johnson go to a decision. This fight was dominated by Cody Durden, as I thought may happen. We had Charles Johnson winning, but he cannot defend takedowns for anything. Giving up at least 8 takedowns, actually 11 takedowns to Cody Durden for 9 minutes and 33 seconds of control time. That's nearly 2 rounds in a 3-round fight. Johnson still led in significant strikes, though, 41-38, but, at the end of the day, it's not going to be enough to get the win. So Cody Durden gets the win, right? He's going to move to 15-4. 15-4. Charles Johnson will fall to 13-5. Flyweight division, UFC Fight Night. Martin Buday, Jake Collier, another fight here at Vegas 72 going to a decision. Seems like Buday won. We can use a victory to get back to 3-2, but very close fight. He led 91-75 in significant strikes. It's going to be unanimous. Here we go. 29-28, 2-1. Martin Buday, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. My man is 12-1 now in the UFC. 29-28 in all 3 judges' scorecards. Big-time heavyweight on the rise. But listen, he should have performed better in this fight at times too. I mean, 91-75 significant strikes, 140-89 total strikes. He did get control for 431 in this fight. He had 145 of control. So they were up against the fence, no takedowns, right? A lot of standing and striking here, but he got into a battle with Jay Collier when he probably should have got a big finish, and he didn't get that. But still, 12-1. Martin Buday gets the win, heavyweight division, UFC Fight Night. Josh Quinlan and Trey Waters go to a decision. This is a easy one. I mean, Trey Waters dominated Josh Quinlan over the course of all 3 rounds. I mean, round 3 was close, but I still think Trey Waters got that one as well. So he's probably going to win this 30-27 on all 3 judges' scorecards. It was 83-45 in significant strikes, almost the same in total strikes. Control time non-existent, and it was Josh Quinlan not looking good. 79-22 in head strikes. Right as I'm reading that, I'm looking at his face. Yeah, 30-27 on all 3. So Trey Waters gets the win. We lose that one too. So we're back to 3-3. But Trey Waters is 7-2 here in the welterweight division at UFC Fight Night. Marcos Rogerio de Lima and Waldo Cortez Acosta, another decision here. Even in the heavyweight division, we can't get a finish. But it's likely going to be de Lima. He led in significant strikes. Yes, unanimous. Yes. De Lima. And the crowd in attendance, a light crowd, of course. Kind of some booze in there, but he dominated in total strikes, 72-47. No question. 5 minutes of control, 3 takedowns, and just dominated this fight. Right? The Brazilian now 21-9. Cortez Acosta gets his first loss, and I believe we got this one wrong. So we're down to 3-4. This fight went down heavyweight division, UFC Fight Night. And it's an interesting division, the featherweight division, because you usually got tall, lanky guys, but they still got power, right? They're 10 pounds below lightweight. Probably the best division in the UFC. And look at Padilla. Arosa's in trouble. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Arosa's about done. And Tyone stops it. Yeah, and Arosa puts his hands up. That was a weird stoppage. But he definitely took some big shots and was in trouble. So, nonetheless, Chris Tyone's going to stop the fight. And it's the opposite of what you would expect. Fernando Padilla walks in and gets the quick finish on Julian Juicy J Arosa. We're down to 3-5 on the night. Oh boy. So Padilla, 4th fighter tonight, making her debut. The UFC is going to be giving out some money on these contracts as Padilla is going to get the TKO victory. 144 into this fight. So you see the replay here. Boom. Left jab. Boom. Big right. Followed by the left. And he's just delivering a flurry of punches. And Juicy J gets up and takes a big right, and Tyone stops it. And as Tyone's stopping it, Juicy J's already kind of like shoving him off a little bit and saying, "What are you doing?" And at that point, it's too late. And man, yeah. So Tyone sees him take a big right. And then he gets back up and takes another big right. And Tyone kind of stops it. You can tell he's not sure, but he calls it. And that's it. And at that point, if you're the ref, don't argue with the fighter. You made the decision. Stick with it. And that's what Chris Tyone did. So, man, Padilla gets the win. He's going to move to 15-4 here. Featherweight division. UFC Fight Night. But now the problem is he's giving up his back. And now Rodolfo will bring him right back to it. Oh, man, he got caught here. Oh, it's tightening. Cody's in trouble and he taps. Dang, man. Rodolfo Vieira, who shouldn't have won this fight, comes through with the submission. Man, he's happy. And this is a big win for Vieira because he's facing a high-level striker that was beating him 19-2 in significant strikes. And Cody is upset, man. He can't believe it. And that's a tough one. That's a tough loss. But against a Brazilian, man, you got to be careful of going to the ground. And I think you go back to round 1 when he had the big left-hand punch. Rodolfo Vieira went down, and he followed him. That's where it changed. And then he went for the guillotine here at the beginning of the round. But the problem is if you don't get it, you got a Brazilian on top of you, and that's not going to be a good look. And it turns out it wasn't. As Vieira gets the submission, the Brazilian's going to move to 9-2 here in the middleweight division at UFC Fight Night. Now Kyle's got the triangle locked in around the body, and he's got the back secured. And you know what that means. He's going to start working the guillotine. Now, if you're McCall, you got to turn your hips, and it's easier said than done. Oh, we got it locked here a little bit. And Kyle's squeezing now, and he taps, and it's over. Dang, man. It's like watching the same two fights back to back. Kyle Barajo now talking to the camera. He's pumped up. And we're back to 5-5 on the night, baby. Back to 5-5, headed to the main event. So we got a chance to salvage the night if Ricky Simon can come through. And who knows what Kyle Barajo just told the camera, but he's sitting there shouting into the camera. McCall Alexichuk can't believe it. He's forced to tap. And as I've said before, back-to-back fights, it's true. When you do not want to be on the ground with a Brazilian. And that's why I made both of those predictions, because you got strikers coming in. But if you can't get the finish early, these Brazilians that are also good on the ground, it's going to be a problem if it goes to the ground. And in both fights that happened. So Kyle Barajo gets a submission over McCall Alexichuk here at UFC Fight Night middleweight division. Song is like a wall, man. Even when Ricky comes forward, he doesn't go back. Then as soon as Ricky stops punching, Song just continues pressing forward again. Oh, big left! Ricky goes down, and he's covering up. And Song is on top trying to get the finish. And Ricky's spinning. Ricky gets up. He goes down again. He rolls again, and that's it. Herb Dean is going to stop it. And Ricky grabs onto Herb Dean's leg, and that's going to do it, man. And Ricky being helped back to his feet. Man, and that happened fast. Dang, man. Second losing night of the year. That's it. 5-6 on a night. And I already know. I told you so. That's what people are going to be saying. I'll have my excuses ready tomorrow. But Song Yadong, 5th round finish, man. TKO. That's how it goes. So Song Yadong finishes with a flurry. And Simone landed the first jab, and then he just gets popped. And from this point on, it's just a flurry by Song. Ricky Simon spinning, trying to do everything he can. Because the ref's going to stop it. If you keep getting punched. So he's spinning, he's trying to do everything. But it's just Song Yadong just continues to pound away to get the win. He's going to move to 20-7. Big bantamweight division main event. We got back-to-back weeks, bantamweight division main events. But for now, Song Yadong, the number 8 contender, gets the win over Ricky Simone here at UFC Fight Night.